Hello.
What's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm making sure
Hello.
that the audio
What's up?
works. It does. Great.
Awesome.
Uh, Bored. What's going on? Tax pillage. Uh, Jester, that's also an attack. Trashing is not present. Gross. So Jester is a copper junker, and pillage is probably okay if you can find the time for it. Village, Plaza, Squire, Draw, Lab, plus by Merchant Guild. Oh man, the only draw is Lab. That means drawing your deck a whole bunch is going to be difficult. So like the super engine potential here. I mean, there's all the components you need, but there's no trashing, and I don't know the
Not great
super
draw.
in what?
Not great draw either.
Yeah, the draw's limited. So like, I mean, that means your payload is limited. There's only so much you can actually do. So, uh, I don't know. Like, there's Squire for Phaeton. A Slog is theoretically not hurt that much by Pillage or Jester, especially Jester.
Hmm. I'm no good at slogs. I
Yeah.
haven't figured out how to play them yet.
Slogs are difficult to play. I feel like I don't know how to play a lot of them right because there's so many different kinds. Wandering Winter's good at him, but he'll tell you he doesn't think he's good at him either.
You're probably good at
Mm, I don't know.
them.
I'm not positive that's best here. Like, you let your opponent get all 10 labs and they can actually do something. So, like, you probably have to contest labs.
hmm
Maybe a Jester is good. Maybe, like, a single Jester at some point. I don't know. I'm just going to agonize over it and then continue to persuade myself that a lab is better and probably be wrong. So, I guess the Silver Plaza opening, get labs, and then decide on Slog versus Engine versus anything else later. Bank is a good card with some kind of plus buy, especially with all the labs. So there's good potential there, even if you don't get an actual engine to happen.
What do you think about Merchant Guild here?
It's like it's a good card, right? But
hmm
like it gets a lot better than Candlestick Maker when you can play multiples in one turn. Actually use all those buys. And what are you going to use those buys on that's cost effective? I mean, you can get the money, you can get the coin tokens, but I feel like that's only going to be really good if you're already doing really well.
Hmm.
Tadpole Loop says, "Oh hi, hi Tadpole Loop," and you have a bad hand.
Yep.
Well, the nice thing is you'll probably be able to save your token next turn and still get your fiver.
It's true.
That seems like a consolation prize. I have to
Yeah.
imagine Candlestick Maker's better than nothing.
Yeah. Almost went Squire, but no reason.
Candlestick Maker just has to be much better, at
Yeah.
least for now. I don't know if Squire's going to play at all. Well, it might if you decide to go for Phaeton, but there, that was episode number 1 of Adam getting Lab over Jester and maybe being wrong. Join us next time for episode 2.
I like Lab. I tend to go more towards terminals when there's a choice for it, but I mean, it, like you said, I'm probably not. I'm certainly nowhere near as good as you, but I'm sure I'm wrong on it sometimes.
Mm, Skill at Dominion has very little to do with being correct in in any one single instance. So I picked up a Jester. I have no idea if it's right. I just figured I would do it, you know. You got a second Candlestick Maker at some point?
Yeah.
If you had any coin tokens, I would imagine that spending 1 for an Oasis would probably be better. I
Hmm.
don't remember, that was a minute ago.
For the cycling.
Yeah, that card is really important, and discarding doesn't seem to cost very much. What was that, copper? You can have one of those. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So I guess I just get lab number 4 here. If I can win the split, my potential is increased. Even if I have to go for bank. I don't think I'm going to be able to double lab before they're gone. So give me lab. You have 6 coin tokens. Holy crap.
Yeah, I probably should have spent time at some point.
I mean, you have, what? You have 2 Oases, 2 Candlestick Makers. I mean, if well, at least one of those could be a lab by now, I have to imagine. Getting labs is really good. Of course, the less labs you have, the less likely I am to jester one of them.
That's true. I don't think that's a reason not to get them though. Probably.
You're probably right. Hmm. So, I want to play Plaza and discard a copper after I trigger the shuffle. But I also want to play Jester before I shuffle, which requires me to play the Plaza first. So I'm either like giving up discarding copper for coin token, or shuffling a copper in, or not playing the Jester. And it just doesn't seem very likely I'm going to get anything good with Jester. And here I am with what's likely a double lab hand.
Oh.
Oh, snap!
Now
Well, I will not
it
complain
definitely.
about that. How do I get that $9 lab when what I really need right now is a merchant guild? How many labs do I have? Like 6 already? 5? 6? Eh, doesn't feel good, but I gotta do this.
Yeah.
I think that was 6 labs. I'm not positive. I think I've got 6 of them. Sure, silver's a good card. And now we just get the merchant guild. I mean, I want something that gives me plus buy. The merchant guild, yeah, the merchant guild's just as good as anything here. If I'm going to use both buys, I'll make that token back, and I'm probably never using that action. Wow, look at all these labs.
That's what happens when you actually buy them.
It's true. When you buy labs, sometimes you end up with labs in your deck. It's a thing. Have a purple. Didn't find my merchant guild. So is it bank here? I mean, another plus buy card would be super great. I don't intend to draw all of my deck every turn. So like one copy of merchant guild clearly is not enough. I think I saw all of my labs, and I didn't draw my deck. That's what happens. But like, I can just get a candlestick maker at some point. Bank is super great. I should probably take this opportunity to get a bank. So I do have 7 labs. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, I'm committing to this lab bank thing. It's pretty good. The Fatum, I mean, I don't know. I should probably be thinking about it. There's no way to trash them. Puppy, you have a wet nose. Joseph2302 says afternoon. Well, good morning to you. I have this thing where I say good morning regardless of what time of day it is. It actually happens to be morning right now, though. Oh wow, that was fortunate. Okay, let's be careful here. I've got 1 bank. I don't have the terminal space to play 2 merchant guilds and jester. So I'd feel a lot better about putting a candlestick maker in my deck. A second bank would be nice too. So I'm thinking bank candlestick maker should be worth the tokens. And then at this point, I'm probably in something resembling full green, but that really depends. You could still pivot for Phaeton at this point if you
About
feel
yeah.
like I can't get through provinces. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's try it.
You have 1 silver, so like you would want lots of squires.
Yeah.
So now I'm pretty sure I don't discard coppers to Plaza anymore because of bank. It's just rarely going to be a good idea. Can I find a plus buy? Yes, I can. Thank you, deck. You can have that. Hmm.
That seems like bad news for me.
I guess I'll get 2 provinces. Whatever. The nice thing is there's a bank and a candlestick maker in these last 2 cards if I've tracked correctly, so I should be able to get good value out of this turn as well. I only played, what, 5 labs? So, oh, thanks, game log. Yeah, so I should just go right up to this shuffle and have like a decent turn. Joseph2302 says, it's afternoon here. I believe you. When I say good morning to people and it's not morning, they're like, but it's afternoon. And I'm like, it's morning in half the world right now. I used to say it's morning somewhere, and then they would say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And then I would say, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't really funny, though, as you can tell. Thank you for the sympathy laugh. I appreciate it.
Sorry, I was thinking hard about the squires. I just bought a $7 squire or something.
Yeah, well, someday you'll have enough squires to be able to use all the money to, have lots of buys and get more squires.
And they
Which,
can, you know, hand me sticks while I'm on a horse.
oh,
Too.
that appears to be what he's doing. Wait, is that supposed to be like that's like the wussiest weapon? That's pathetic. I could spend 6 tokens and double province here. That does not sound smart. I'm thinking like province oasis. I don't want the candlestick maker. Yeah, give me oasis. Oh, what a great hand.
Um, it's probably
More
best.
squires. You have 13. Holy crap! You have a lot of coin tokens there, bro.
I had to go spend them somewhere sometime soon here.
Wow. Well, you're gonna have a lot of buys. That's actually a legitimate threat. Yeah, let's just get some tokens here. I feel like copper is not the worst thing ever. So I do have to pile provinces before he can get enough points with Theodem here. That means I need to consider a third bank on exactly. So no, I'm gonna have coin tokens. A third bank would be nice, but I just don't have the time.
Uh, so that's
So you have $16 right now? $17.
and I've got a silver and a bank, so that would make it 7. The 2 buys worth it, or do I get the silver? I guess I'll get the 2 buys.
Yeah, I would think buys are pretty good. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's a tough call what to get here. 3 0-point Fayeta doesn't feel good, but yeah, it might be.
yeah,
I mean, it might be right. I don't know if you want more squires. I don't really feel like I'm that in touch with your deck. Oh,
I
thank you,
feel like
deck.
I'm in touch with my deck.
Uh, do I spend 4 tokens for a province here? I could just get a plaza. That's super lame. That does absolutely nothing for me. Oasis is way better. Silver is a consideration, but I like Oasis more. Yeah, province Oasis.
Okay, spending the tokens.
Hashtag spending the tokens.
Spending tokens. Okay, buys. 1, 2, 3. All of the tokens. No, not all the tokens.
Wow, how many tokens do you have left? Okay, most of the tokens.
Most of, yeah. Some amount.
I've seen both of my banks this shuffle, so this shouldn't hurt me. I don't think I can draw through to the shuffle. Watch it hurt me. Okay, didn't hurt me. I guess I'm getting a Squire. That's not what I wanted to see.
Give it to me.
No thank you.
It's a stop card.
It's a stop card for me. It's one of the better cards for you.
But if you think about it, it's also a stop card for me. Doesn't
It
draw me any cards.
it gains a silver. Silver is like the card that's potentially worth the most points to you right now.
Yeah, but it stops me.
But it's an action card. You want to play action cards, right?
Yeah,
I booted up Dominion this morning so I could play action cards. I do
that's a good
not
point.
have a merchant guild in play. Let's not buy copper. Yeah, the Phaeton is a little slow here because there's no way to trash them, and that's probably what makes it not as good. I mean, Squire doesn't gain silver super fast either.
Yeah. Boy.
Double curse.
Double curse is probably the best.
Yep, strictly better.
It's really always the best.
Hey, look at this Rockstar Squire. It's the same thing as a copper for me. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Well, I thought to myself earlier this shuffle, oh, when I see my bank, I'll be able to hit province. And here I am looking at a bank with no other treasure cards and 7 coin tokens. So I guess I'm not wrong.
I think that should fit. No.
Look at that $1 bank right there. Whee.
Oh.
Almost got to 55.
Oh.
Sadness. But let's yeah, let's not. Oh, what? No, no!